Yo, what's going on? You are now tuned in to the Inside Wolves podcast, your home for entertainment, enlightenment, where we discuss and give our takes on what's going on in not only music, entertainment, general news, and everything pop culture. Make sure you subscribe, share. Right there. Let's get into it. We ended this, the season series 3-1. Light work. It's only up from here. Honestly, that's all I can say. I definitely want to give those flowers. I want to give those flowers to somebody who I'm not gonna say any specific names or slander any organization. But I feel like the names Drummond and Seth Curry were just like castaways as if they were garbage. I just don't know how I can truly thank the organization of Philly for giving us those assets, and the weapon that we have yet to unleash in Ben Simmons. Like I said, Philly fans, thank you guys so much. You can see what you guys did with Paul Millsap. Nigga sat on the bench. He kept the seats warm for you guys. Thank you. DeAndre Jordan, he did something out there. Was really just getting some good cardio in. So I just really want to thank.
He's on the Sixers.
The whole exactly. You didn't even know, did you?
That's crazy. Wow. They picked him back.
I just want to thank the organization for just let's just get that good swap out. James did what James does. That's all I got though. It was a good game. As some might say, GG.
All right. I mean, ain't not much more to say. You know what I mean? Just tough game. Right? See you in the playoffs. So I hope you make it out the play-in. I heard Toronto got something for that ass. And apparently, if Kyrie ain't got them papers, he ain't gonna be able to make it to Toronto. So,
I mean, all I can say is I can definitely go to sleep tonight knowing that we dubbed Philly by 30. I mean, at that point, didn't even look at it.
We wasn't even fully healthy. We wasn't even fully healthy. We didn't have Danny Green.
Y'all literally have
Danny Green.
Y'all are banking on Danny Green.
Them corner threes add up.
Yo, that's wild.
Corner threes add up.
Honestly, though, what I can say, bro, like to be honest, it really looked like Philly was giving up. Like the amount of turnovers y'all had was ridiculous. That shit was crazy. Crazy. Y'all made fucking Seth Curry look.
Anything you want to say to the Sixers, Draven?
Look like Scotty.
No, it's to my brothers out there, you know what I'm saying, in Philly, times like this, all you could do is really learn from these games. You feel me? And just move forward, It's only up from there, you know what I mean? So let's just get back to, what we do, winning basketball. You know what I'm saying? We got 17 more games left. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this, y'all. You know how we do.
That's prime time.
I just want James Harden to get healthy, man.
James Harden is healthy, yo. You need to worry about.
You was having a little bit of troubles over there.
You need to worry about Benjamin Simmons.
I just want to make sure I was like.
You need to worry about Benjamin Simmons. Honestly,
we good.
You think he'll play this season?
This season? Hell yeah, he'll play this season.
Yeah, he gonna play.
He just ain't want to play tonight. That's all. He'll be available next game.
Well, speaking on that, let's go ahead and transition sports over to football.
Slide it over. Let's slide.
Ooh.
You don't, Javen? I'll ask you to introduce this because you probably know.
What's up with that boy Calvin, yo? What's up with my boy Calvin? What you been doing? Well, I mean, we all know what he been doing.
He's trying to make some money, man. He's trying to make some money.
Get out you live, literally.
He's trying to make some extra money, man. I don't blame him.
Yo, the funny part about it was, it was it was really the tweets, yo, like the just him saying, man, I don't have a gambling problem. Like, who said that? Nobody said that.
You literally didn't have to come out and say that, bro.
I'm not saying no.
He won't get out in front of
it. I only bet 1,500. Like nobody knew how. Yo, Calvin, We didn't
That
ask
nigga,
you.
Bro, he
Yeah,
wants to get in front of it, bro. He
yeah. It's
wants
like
to
he
get in
had them.
front of it.
Yo, he had them drafted up. Yo, those was draft tweets. Yo, he just hit send on all of them. Yo, that's all it
yeah,
was. But
I,
that's yeah,
I seen it recently as well, man. He's just taking the Kanye route. He's getting control of his narrative. I believe
yeah.
that's how you call it. So he said, "Man, I'm gonna jump out in front of this. I don't have a problem before they say I do." And it
Nah.
wasn't millions because you know people love to embellish these
yeah.
stories.
But for those who don't
But
know,
that's
you know
hilarious.
what I mean? For those who don't know, Calvin Ridley, the football player, the wide receiver for the
The
Atlanta
Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons. Atlanta Falcons, yes. You know what I'm saying? The one of the worst teams in the NFL. So he's a wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. And my boy got caught up. He got caught up, on some gambling. He was betting on football games. Now he wasn't betting on any games
That,
pertaining to Falcons.
yeah, it
That's what they
wasn't none
say.
that he played in.
And he say he ain't no. They say he ain't no inside information on the games. So I'm saying, so if he was a regular person, if he didn't play in NFL, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, yo.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
crazy.
Come on,
That's
yo.
I mean,
crazy.
obviously,
Come on,
they're
man.
gonna. I mean, there's no way around it. He's in the wrong in that
Yo, he
situation.
was
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Dead
no way
wrong.
around it. But I
This
mean, if
this
you look at it,
it's no more talking.
if it's just like regular niggas just betting on the game, that's different. Because like I said, we're regular niggas. We're not in the
That's
NFL.
not even a
Yeah.
story. That's
But
not
when
even
it
a
comes to
It's
story.
not a
like
story,
athletes,
yeah.
athletes being able to bet on the league that they're actually in, yeah, that's a big no.
That's a dub.
It's really no way
That's
you can really
crazy.
beat
Like
around that bush.
nope, dead
Man,
wrong. That's really all there is
I
to it.
feel for him though.
Unfortunately,
I feel for him though.
yeah.
Cause just how he was in, I feel for Calvin. Just how he was in here after the Super Bowl. We was like, oh man, the parlays ain't hit. You know what I'm saying? La
Yeah,
la la. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
he was one of them niggas.
yo. It's that's a
He was one of them niggas. Like, damn.
yeah, for real, right? He was like, OBJ, no.
That nigga said, fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck.
but for real, no, like for real, that was me, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, yo, you making money off of me. I can't even make money off of me. Damn, like
Yeah,
that's how I would
come on,
feel.
bro.
Yeah,
That's really how I would feel in this situation. That's how I feel for him. But
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It's like any other job. There are rules and regulations, yo, and you knew that rule. Like you knew that was the rule, yo. Like why'd
yeah,
you? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
Like can't do that. You know they gonna catch you. They gonna hem you
yeah.
up. Yo, and they say he made the crazy part is though, he felt like he was good. He was
No, he
like,
did.
oh shit.
He did.
He was like, oh shit. This it went through.
Mm-hmm.
I know you like it went through. Okay. Cause he did that. They say he did that joint back in October or November of last year.
Why
And
y'all
he just getting caught up.
oh,
So I'm
why
saying,
Damn,
y'all
so
backtrack?
all
damn,
the
Oh,
months, all the months, he was like, oh yeah,
damn.
he was plotting on next season. He was plotting on next
I feel
season.
like they couldn't have gave him like no warning, bro. I mean, obviously Atlanta was nowhere near the playoffs, but like y'all couldn't have gave him no
Nowhere.
warning. Like
Nowhere, not at all. Nowhere.
y'all couldn't have
Very
gave him like
far.
a
Very far. One of the worst
last
teams in the
like
NFL.
saying last strike type shit. But nigga definitely got suspended, as they say, indefinitely, which is very unfortunate.
Now,
Yeah,
no, that's my issue with them. That's my issue with them because, as you've seen, there have been much worse situations as far as
Yeah.
things that went down in the NFL
Mm-hmm.
and situations that were even less than that. You know what I'm saying? You know what
mm,
I'm saying? Baltimore Raven, a fan favorite until it happened. You know what I'm saying? My man Ray Rice, he hit his short. He hit his shorty. You know what I'm saying? And he only got suspended for 6 games. This
yeah.
man is getting suspended
Yeah, that's
for
wild.
making a bet that was
Indefinitely.
indefinitely
That's slick
for
talk right there.
yo.
That's
Come
slick.
on,
That's that
yo.
slick
Yeah.
talk right
Come
there.
on. That's that. Yeah,
Who
you not
who
playing
hands
no
these
more.
out?
Dot
Yeah,
dot
yeah,
dot.
yeah, yeah. That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much yeah. But who hands these kinds of things out? That's crazy. The fact that those are vastly different
Yeah.
situations. And
Yeah.
wow,
The part about it is like they like on the NFL website, they have a whole statement about it, and they had the nerve to say, something along the I'm not gonna go quote like word for word, but
Mm-hmm.
something along the lines of it did not uphold the integrity that we have here for the National Football League. So I'm like, it's interesting you say that. So a nigga hitting his girl is not is that's holding up the integrity. Didn't Adrian
Jesus.
Peterson have a case where
Yeah,
he for child endangerment?
you got
That's not.
situations where
That's what I'm. Come
where
on,
you got
yo.
these quarterbacks throwing racial
Yeah,
slurs
yeah.
at
Or
African American
Jeez.
or the
teammates.
Bruh,
quarterbacks that are
that's crazy.
Yeah,
molesting girls.
shit crazy out here, bro.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
exactly, exactly.
Bro, the
Come on,
charges on
yo,
these football players be way out of this world in comparison to just like
yo.
goodness
And then
gracious.
my
Davis
man
It
Josh
is a
McAlvin.
Gordon,
heinous sin.
Josh Gordon, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He got caught up on the weed charge. On the weed. I was about to say weed charges. I mean, they damn sure feel
Yeah,
like charges. He's
yeah,
out the league. He's out the league for
right.
6 years.
Exactly.
He was out the league for 6 years
God
of,
damn.
of some weed. Yeah. It's not even a performance
It's not
enhancing
an
God
drug, yo.
enhancing
damn.
drug though.
It's
That's
not
what I'm
even a
saying.
performance enhancing
It's
drug,
crazy.
and like that's insane.
Again,
You
who's
know,
picking and choosing these things? That's absolutely nuts.
That remind me of
it
that.
Because
is.
it really doesn't even have like a pattern to follow.
No, it
Like it's
doesn't.
just like
It doesn't.
some
And
things get it, some don't. It's really odd,
and
honestly. It's
that's
truthfully confusing.
that's the issue too. Is like it's because so now you're getting into these leagues where it is a lot more player driven, like player led, because they have like those like player associations and things like that. You see it in the
Yeah.
NBA, like at least me personally, because I watch NBA more than I watch NFL. I hear about like different type of involvement that they have, and it's real player base heavy. But it's just like when things like this go about, like okay, if this is something that's kind of run by players as far as like a player organization, or you have some type of say in what goes on in the
Mhm.
league and things of that nature, like when it comes to player personnel, then why are things like this still being handed out? Like why is nobody kind of upholding, taking that
Yeah.
stance? You know what I mean?
Trying
There's
to stick
somebody,
up for everybody.
yeah,
Uh,
and then it's just like, damn. On the flip side about it, it's like you think about it, it's okay, maybe their backs against the wall because they don't want to lose their pay. They don't want to be sticking out their necks. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like a lot of people felt about the Colin Kaepernick thing too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more so like
Yeah.
if I
That's
stick my neck
that's
out there,
that's one of
my
the
head might get
more
cut off too.
that's one of the more like prolific situations of, especially when it comes like the NFL and somebody making a big stance.
Mhm.
Like obviously, you can see
Insane.
in that situation, it went to him losing his career. Honestly, I mean, I know there was
Yeah.
opportunities where he had different invites and stuff, but I feel like even when it came to him getting invites, I mean, this is just me personally, not anything I know off of facts, but I mean, even receiving those invites, it's not like they, what I'm saying, they really would still want you to be a part of their organization. You know what I'm saying? When you're making a stand like that, like a stand like that, like you pretty much going against the whole league in his situation.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
definitely feel the same way when it comes to like that whole like player association. Like somebody definitely should stand up for him. I mean, it ain't much I can say for Calvin, but somebody definitely should, voice their opinion.
In all honesty, though, and I'm gonna take it a little existential here as well, is that I guess instinctively everybody understands whenever you're like kind of charging at the enemy, the first few people always get shot.
Yeah.
That's and unfortunately that wards off a lot of people. So a lot of people in those positions need to be a lot more headstrong and able to go against that kind of mentality in order to do what you guys are saying. And that's really a sad thing because a lot of people like that really probably aren't even there and within these ranks, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I guess on that we could transition to another sport, professional gaming,
Mm.
esports.
Yeah, we keep coming up on this gaming and everything now.
It's a
Keep
big
coming up on
It's a
this
big
gaming.
part of life now. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going, you know what I'm saying, technological, going digital. You know what I'm saying? Doing the digi dash. It's
Right.
happening. So Snoop Dogg joined the FaZe clan.
Mm.
He is now an actual member, an
Tough.
official tissue member.
Tough.
Remember, and he's actually in a director as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, and a
Mm-hmm.
director. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so he'll be like involved in just a lot of like the like business side of it and stuff like
Yeah, like
that
the
too,
events
creating
and stuff.
opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that, which is real cool because now you got a figure in hip hop and a real OG figure too. You know what I'm saying? Not just somebody, just some random, guy out the street or whatever. But it's like somebody that's actually respected in their own right and everything that they do.
Exactly.
A
And I
real
mean,
OG, like
a
an
real
actual
OG.
one, like that. The
Yeah,
level of respect that he garners is actually it's damn near second to none because
Mhm.
yeah,
it's just everywhere. So having somebody like that on your team, that's a huge win. Like that's a
yeah,
monumental thing for them
Right.
right there. And then on top of that as well, I mean, like you said, Javen, speaking on the gaming, who'd have ever thought that it'd get this far? Who'd have ever thought
yeah.
gaming would reach these heights? This is insane.
Nah,
Mhm.
for real,
This is
because
crazy.
it is, because like I mean, it's to the point where like now it's cooler now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah.
one of the things that almost was like borderline, oh, like nerdy. You know what
Nerdy
I'm
or
saying?
geeky and
Bro,
stuff.
that
Yeah,
that
geeky.
was a thing. You don't even bring that conversation up in
Yeah,
certain
Mm-mm.
yeah.
situations. Like even if you gamed
Nah.
OD, you just don't talk
Yeah.
about games in certain
Mm-mm.
You don't bring
situations.
that
But
up. Don't bring it up.
nowadays, that's not the case.
So you at the
That's
locker
really not
talking
the
to
case.
at the locker trying to talk to Shorty like, yeah, man. So and hey, your friend come up like, yo, tonight 5 o'clock is like Call of Duty lobby. We good? Like you like, no, nigga, what the
Niggas.
fuck? Yeah, I'm like, nigga, what? Yeah, but yeah, now it's just like, yeah, bitch, I stream. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I stream. That's a
I
real
was
thing,
like,
and
yeah, I stream.
yeah, and people make it this far. This is crazy to
Mhm.
really think. And once again, I want people to actually think as well. If you have a profession that you're trying to chase, where there's not like a school guideline, like you're in school for the profession, you should really just look up how to actually enter this profession. And
Yeah,
so that way you can see people who've actually done it or are doing it actually tell you like how they got to their position.
Mhm.
Because I wonder how you get to a point of like FaZe Clan or something. Like, do you just play video games to the point where you're just that good, or is there some kind of like formula for all this kind of
It
thing?
might be a point where like I mean, I don't know for sure, but it could be a point where like once you have like a certain amount of like following and stuff like that, they'll personally
Mhm.
like reach out to you and everything like that. At least that's how I would envision, or that's how I think it might go. But I don't really know how
Yeah.
that works specifically.
I do wonder about that because, like I said, it seems almost like too good to be true when you don't know the details. It's just like, hey, if I get
right.
really good at this video game, which I really want to play anyway, I can end
Uh,
up in this situation. And I
Mhm.
yeah,
wonder how probable that actually, like the actual probability of becoming a professional gamer for all
man.
the people that stream and really put in hours on the games.
To some guys, that probably feels like getting signed. Like
Yeah.
that's that same feeling, yo. Like,
bro,
Right.
bro,
you know what I'm
it's the
saying? Like
equivalent. It's the equivalent.
text
You
Yeah.
that
get
group
that
chat,
phase
like
change. You
you
get
check
that
the group
phase
chat, like,
change. Oh
yo,
boy.
I get a number one
Phase,
draft pick.
Phase hit me up. It's like, we eating good
Mhm.
tonight. Phase hit me up.
The good phase clean.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
honestly, man, I look. You talking about crazy, man? I wanted to shift it really because like people really don't understand, man. Really don't understand. If you want to be a businessman, a woman, whatever you want to be successful and be an entrepreneur, yo, look at Snoop. That nigga is the model.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, one of the models. Not the only, but one of the models, yo. He
Yeah.
has his hand in so
It
many
does.
things. And
Everything.
properly so, man. Properly
Everything.
so. Like, yo, come on, man. What other person you know what I'm saying, is cripping and cooking with Martha Stewart at the same time?
Yeah.
You don't see that, you know what I'm saying? You don't see that.
And
But at
got
the
the
same
Super Bowl marked down on the calendar. Like, I gotta
right
go
Mhm.
down the
perform there.
calendar. You know what I'm saying? Got FaZe Clan just joined. I swear, literally, like every single time I see Snoop tweet, it's literally some event. Did you know that literally before he did the Super Bowl, this nigga that was doing the Puppy Bowl? I didn't even
Really?
know they had that. I didn't even know they had that. Hey, I
The
was just on
Puppy
Is
Twitter.
that
Bowl.
a
Yes,
Super Bowl for dogs or something?
yes, yo, yes. The
Dogs are
Super
playing
Bowl for.
football?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they. I didn't actually watch it. That's
Oh,
actually.
Only
oh,
dog
I
event
was
I
like,
know is
what?
like
Wow.
whenever they go around the course, but I don't know what it's
Oh,
actually
maybe,
called.
hey,
I'm
maybe
assuming it was
maybe
probably
I was
some
gonna say
grand
maybe he
scale.
performed at one of
Yes,
those.
yeah, it
Shoot.
Probably.
was some grand scheme of that. No, I think he was hosting it. Him and
Oh,
Martha
he was
Stewart.
hosting one
Oh
of those.
god.
Okay.
Yes, yo.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah,
was.
nah, he definitely in everything, man.
I'm just like, yo, you got the Super Bowl in 2 hours. Like, what is? How are you doing this? Like, how? How are you doing
but I
this?
truthfully like it's once again, it's almost like it seems like too good to be true. Like I truthfully wonder what like a week or even a month in the life of somebody who has their hand in so many things is. Like that, it's such a high level too. Doing
Yeah,
Non-stop,
man.
like
making
non-stop
Ooh,
moving,
songs, doing commercials,
yo,
constantly
the
moving,
hustle, yo, the
like
hustle, the
constantly
all
moving.
hustle.
playing basketball, football,
Yeah,
cooking, hosting
and
It's
puppy
the
constantly
hustle.
bowls.
moving.
It's the
Like
hustle, man.
what?
You gotta respect it. You have to. You know what I'm saying?
All
Listen,
while smoking that much?
yo, I mean, you gotta zen out somehow, some way. It's a lot that you
Clearly,
doing.
no, yeah, clearly.
Gotta zen out.
Honestly,
Hmm.
I think that. Ooh, I think
Gotta
you raise
zen
an
out.
interesting point, Javen. Hear this theory, right? I think that might be the only reason Snoop Dogg is able to even do any of this now at all. Like I don't think like I think
Yo,
like you just said that level of stress, bro. You have your hand in so many different things. There's got to be some way you chill out, and this
yo,
he probably
Probably
just
just a
stay
laid
high
back
all
dude.
day to
Yeah,
maintain his cool because that
maybe.
stress is
man.
probably got to be like through the roof. Like
I'm
the amount
telling
of
you,
stuff he has
yo.
to do.
I'm
Oh
telling
man,
you, yo, that's what I'm saying, yo. I'm telling you, when you live in a place like that, where it's high life, high rise every single day, like if people was grinding like that and got their hands in the New York,
Hmm.
California, they are legal in weed. Why? Because they're doing these things. Yo, it's
they're
simple
super
math.
stressed. They're
Yes, I'm
super stressed.
super
Okay, I see what
stressed, so
you're
you
saying.
need super strain, yo. It go hand in hand, man. Like,
Hey,
but yeah,
yeah.
but yo, like, and all jokes aside, like I said, man, the overall professionalism while still being true to yourself, yo,
Yeah.
it's just so respectable, man. Like you have to be able to respect it and embody it in yourself as well too. I encourage everybody just to, you know what I'm saying, like, cause it's not even just Snoop, man. It's a lot of people that I recognize, and it's like Diddy, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z. Man, I respect the hell out of Jay-Z, man. Speaking of the Super Bowl and just Snoop Dogg and everything, man, because Jay was like, I'll walk away from the whole entire deal if I can't have these people perform. Man, I
Yeah.
respect the hell out of Jay for doing that, yo. Because not only are you confident in the star power that you got performing and confident in just how much business that's gonna bring and good that's gonna bring to the NFL. But at the same time, you like, man, I back away from. I'm not gonna change for y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. I'm Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I'm Hove. I do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this
It
nigga,
takes
this
a
me.
lot.
Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it take a lot. It do. But to get to that point where you could do that, man, like that's just amazing. And I'm really happy to have some really good black folk, you know what I'm saying, in those positions and starting to do stuff like that. And I was just talking, we were just talking the other day, Quinn, about just people having billions of dollars, but if it's in the hands of the right people, man, like right things
Hmm.
and good things will definitely come from it. And I just love to see people like Snoop and Jay and what I mean, just and others, LeBron, other people that
Yeah.
just you constantly see them having their hands in so many things so that way they can give back in different ways and create opportunities for other people while doing and investing in these things. So that's really cool to
Hmm.
see.
I
Really
I,
cool.
I want to bounce off of that what you just said there, especially with the fact like if you give that to the right people, some really good and beautiful things will happen. And I want to say two things about that. The first thing is the fact that money, although for ever since everybody's chasing it, everybody needs it as far as security. It's literally how you're going to be secure in this
Hmm.
world. And since everybody's chasing that, people got to remember it's an amplifier. It doesn't really change much but your environment. Whoever you are before you get money is who you're going to be even more of once you get money.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
If you have bad
Yeah,
habits and you get more money, where you think that money is going to go?
Quinn,
Into
man,
those bad habits.
that's just so funny, man. We always had this saying, yo, you know what I'm saying, when I was joining my fraternity, man, they had this saying, you know what I'm saying? It was like, listen, yo, a lot of niggas try to join this fraternity to get bitches, but we gonna tell you this right now. If you ain't get bitches before this, you're not gonna get bitches afterwards. This ain't gonna change shit. This ain't gonna change shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
And he was like, he said, take that shit with you wherever you do in life. And I was like, hey, feel me?
Right.
hey, that's real.
That's real shit.
That's real.
That's real
And I
shit.
got two quotes from this man. His name's Andrew Tate. First one: if you were a dork before you got rich, and then you end up getting a lot of money and get a Lamborghini. Well, now you're really just a super dork. And then the second thing,
Damn, that's some
and
true
then
shit. Though.
the second thing about that is the second quote was one of the worst things to happen to you, some of you people, is that you got rich. That
Mm.
is something I think is really deep. You have
Yeah,
to be ready for that
Yeah.
kind of
preach, brother
like that's
Quinn,
power.
preach.
Oh, this is coming from a bunch of man, but you need to be ready for that kind of power.
Yeah.
You can't just have that kind of control and reach and just misuse that or hold it all and just kind of hold it back from just the people in general
That's
helping
true.
out in any
Yeah,
way. Just sitting on it. Really,
Hmm.
even your generation, like you're beyond generations of setup. You're just sitting on money and it's almost being petty at this point. But no, yeah, not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. But
Because
I
yeah,
I'm
mean,
definitely I'm gonna be the
yeah.
last person to tell somebody what to do with their money. Um, but it just makes me think of this interview I saw with Mike Tyson.
Mm,
Once he was like at the top of the podium and everything, and once
mm,
he got locked up and he lost like all his money and everything like that, he said he was
yeah.
the happiest when he actually lost all of his money, as opposed to having the money. I mean, it was other things going on behind the scenes, that he was getting into with that money that caused him to be in very troublesome situations. But yeah, he definitely said like he was the happiest when he lost everything he owned, like
I
money,
Yeah, that's
assets,
ass. That's
everything.
ass backwards. I
I
can't
got
even lie to you.
okay,
That shit don't make no sense to me.
okay.
What the fuck?
Well,
That nigga,
here's what I'll say. And you know what? I got to because
I'm
it's
on it.
just like you were saying, one, you can't really tell nobody what to do with their money. I do agree with that. That is true. But I think you can make a very damn good suggestion. And that is whatever kind of exuberant lifestyle you are living is not necessary. And quite frankly, not only is it not necessary, what you could be doing with that money could really be helping a lot more. And frankly, I've heard this as well. It'd probably make you feel better. It'll
Some
yeah.
people
probably
don't
make
think
you
that way.
feel it'll probably make you feel better paying random people's
Mm.
hospital bills than buying a chain.
Some people
I
don't
ain't gonna
think
Probably
that
hold you,
way.
really
yo.
will. It probably really will make you feel better.
You know what I'm saying, yo?
But
Yeah, yeah.
then
Yeah,
Some people do not
yeah.
think that way. Trust me.
hey,
I'm a
consider myself
classy
a
nigga,
rarity
yo.
then, because
Hey, no,
I
I
don't
feel
see
me.
that.
I'm
I
with
don't.
you. I'm with you
That's
though, cause I'm a classic K. I feel me. Like, now I ain't gonna be caught driving around in no regular
no,
shit,
of
cause I
course
ain't
you
no
got to
regular
make sure
nigga. You know
you
what I'm saying?
good. You got
Yeah,
to
you know what
make
I'm
sure
saying?
you
Yeah.
good. You got to make
I'm
sure
about to
you
say
good.
like, I'm about to say, nigga, how dare you think I'm ready to pull up in a Honda Accord, nigga? That's for you. The fuck? I'm gonna pull up in the BMW though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Nice, respectable, classy. You know what I'm saying? I'm still shitting on you, but
Yeah.
it's on the
Mhm.
I'm
low.
just saying I
But
can definitely understand
yeah.
that, only because like for me myself, I'm a very, very selfish individual like myself. So I can only imagine if it's somebody who has like my selfishness times 100, what they would do.
Oh, he
So
said he want the
that's
Lambo.
that's why it's easy for me to see why somebody would rather want to do like fuck their money off rather than help somebody else.
I mean, well,
I can
yeah,
understand
yeah.
that.
No, it's not. It's definitely understandable, but I think that there's definitely a scale to what I'm saying. So let's test where your selfishness is at on the scale. Would you get a mansion if you had millions?
Nah,
Okay, there you're not where I'm
Cap,
talking about.
cap,
no,
cap,
I'll say that the level of
I
selfishness you
wouldn't say
have,
a
cap.
you're
mansion.
you're not where I'm
Nah.
talking about then, because I'm talking about the multiple supercars with the big ass house
Nah.
with the over tens and tens of thousands of dollars
Now
in
listen,
bills.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
talking
lie
about
to
those
you.
guys. I'm not
I just
talking
know
about
how I just know
I'm
how
not
to
talking
manage
about
my money.
the cats who are good.
I just wouldn't.
Cool on a humble tip, of course, because like Javen said, I'm not gonna pull up at something regular, and I don't want to. Once
Right.
I'm
again, I'm
saying
not
like
talking about
yeah,
the extreme of
yeah,
if I had millions, I'm gonna be walking around in just the same clothes and some tennis shoes. Like, no, I'm definitely
On
gonna
some
look
Adam
good.
Sandler type shit.
No,
That's the
no.
only
I'm not
millionaire
that.
I know who
I'm
wears
not that.
basic fits.
But
That
once
man know how
again,
to
I'm
save
talking
money.
about the
that's an
OG
Adam
stuff, man.
Sandler. Ain't
It's
nobody
just
putting
not
on no
worth
Adam
it.
Sandler Walmart fit.
Hey, he be
Yeah, he know how to
hooping,
Man,
save.
man. He be out
He
there
know how to
hooping, bro.
save
That's why
money,
he
bro.
dressed like that. He's hooping.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll
He
wear
be
Walmart
wandering
fits if it
around looking
save me
for
some bread.
random games. That's why he's
Yeah.
dressed like that all the time, because he got to be ready to get on the court. You seen him.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean that's why. But you got it's nice to warm up drip. Like that nigga warm up drip is terrible, yo. Like that
He
shit.
don't care, bro.
that
He don't
shit
care.
I could tell. Yeah, I could tell. Like yo, come on, yo. Like, but sometimes, yo, like and like sometimes it's just like, all right, come on, yo. Like you don't gotta wear all the chains, but then you could at least like dress. Like, come on, yo. Like, you could put something nice together. Like
Yeah.
yo, like when they was getting and Jared Allen ass, yo, at the All
Oh
Star game,
yeah,
they was
nah, that
like.
shit was
They was
crazy.
like, yo, what is you wearing? Where are the
That shit
chains?
was
I was like,
crazy.
nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, yo, his shit was
Like
terrible.
this shit was crazy.
Like terrible, yo.
Yeah, that
Like,
that did look like it. I mean, the
They
only
told
thing you could
they
call is a
told
young
they
ass
told that
fit.
nigga. They
That,
said we not even
come on, yo.
we not even letting you in the group chat because you got an
yo,
Android. They made that man
yo,
go buy an
yeah,
iPhone.
yeah.
come on, yo. Like he had
That's a
the
true minimalist right
the
there,
pull up
man.
hoodie with the button up, the pull up hoodie that button up. You know what I'm saying? With the the Levi the Levi number 232 jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like they washed.
Well, what I can say, as I can
Yeah.
definitely still appreciate the people who, just like we said, don't change who they are just because of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If that's who that nigga was before he joined the league, obviously, you know what I'm saying, he just gonna be that regardless if he got this big ass contract or
that's
not.
Those
that
the
right
most
there. I
genuine
think is
ones,
the
though.
yeah. I was gonna say I think that's one of those people like you were saying, Jay, the money went into the right hands with somebody
Mm-hmm.
like that because that's a good thing. I would assume. I would
But you
assume.
know, man, and it's crazy though because like some people like I feel like they just don't even have a choice, man. Because when you get into that, you know how they say, yo, you know, say, word to Wallow, you know what I'm saying, from Man Dollar with the Gang, because you know he had asked, I forgot who he asked. I think he asked Desi Banks. He was like, yo, he was like, you know, did somebody come visit you yet? You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah, yeah, I
saying?
saw that
And he
interview.
was like,
Yeah,
yeah. He was like,
yeah,
someone
I saw
come
that
visit you
interview.
yet? And he was like, what you mean? He was like, they say when you get to a certain level, you know, somebody come visit you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And you know, when you get to that, that's what I'm going to. Like when you get into that like certain level of entertainment, yo, like some people, I feel like some people at that point because they want to be so high, like
Yeah,
they don't even have a choice. And the person I'm a really example that off of is Kanye, man, because um he was I just I seen the Genius documentary, and you can just see the transition like in how like and how he really is. And he even said like himself that he didn't want to put like they was ready to put that documentary out like for a while or whatever, but he didn't want to put it out because he said that the world it wasn't ready to see who he really was.
mm,
And that's because the media needed him to be somebody different. This uber,
yeah,
Hmm.
overconfident and this and then. But one thing that Kanye will always say, he was like, "Yo, they don't want." Like he real smart too, because he used to say like, "Yo, they don't want black people to be confident because they want us to have that slave mentality. Like we ain't never gonna be able to break free of that box. That's why they don't want us to be confident." He was like, "Me, I'm gonna be confident because I know who I am. If nobody else, if I how people gonna believe in me if I don't believe in me?" That's why I
mm-hmm.
fucking love Kanye, man. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that other shit because I know at the end of the day, really who that Kanye really is. You know what I'm saying? You could hear it in the music when he first started out. You could hear it too. Like so, some of those people, you know what I'm saying, they don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying because their careers are kind of predicated or dedicated, or whatever on just what the media needs you to be at that
Yeah,
moment in time, and that sucks. It really do, because I mean, there's a lot of real ones out there, but you will never know because the media needs you to be this. Another person I'm gonna think about, you know what I'm saying, is that boy, young boy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That
I don't know what he's going through.
yo,
I'm not really sure what's going on.
Cardi too. I don't know what's up with that boy. I don't know what's up with
yeah.
that. I
Mm.
mean, I don't know.
That yeah.
It ain't
Like,
no way. It ain't no way you can convince me that was you. You know what I'm saying? Like who he is now. Like there's no way he could tell me this is who he's been back when I was listening to like Broke Boy in like 2016. Like there's no way you can tell me that's the same nigga. Like you've been the same nigga the whole time. There's no way you can tell me that like at all.
I
Mm-mm.
I
don't know, man.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know because
Couldn't be
shoot,
me, yo.
at the same time, you got cats his partner in crime for a little while there, Uzi. He would when he got money, he went wild. I had to do cast. Remember when he had that
Yeah,
something million
yeah,
dollar
yeah,
diamond in his
yeah.
in
Yeah,
his forehead?
But
yeah,
you know what though? I mean, like
But like I feel like that was always him though. That's the thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel
yeah.
like that's
Well,
always
He's
him.
always
Like
been kind of like.
and I say that the same
same.
thing for Cardi. Hey, maybe
I
that
He
don't
was
know,
wasn't like
always
man.
that
him.
though.
I
I
don't
mean,
know, cause he didn't.
maybe that wasn't always him.
I mean,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't
Listen, yo,
know him
Once the
personally.
money get
I
up
don't
to a
know him
certain
personally,
point,
but like just
yeah.
if I
I
go
mean,
back
here's
to just thinking how I
another
see him,
theory and
I don't
effect of
know.
that as well. I think that people, and it comes from a video game, oddly enough. I personally call it. It's just simply the GTA effect. I don't think people understand once you get like into the multi millions, that's actually more than enough money to kind of like buy everything. Obviously, not all at once, but like you kind of go through every section of clothing store that you want. You've probably bought all your cars that you
okay.
want. You've probably bought all your
So
Yeah,
you,
jewelry. At this point, if you remember playing GTA, once you get to a certain point online with the money, bro, cats be popping out in the most wild looking clothes with the most crazy stuff. And I think that a lot of people, like Kanye in particular as well, I think they just kind of reached that point where it's like, F it. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. I done bought and worn everything. I done drove everything. I done had everything. But fuck it, I'm gonna just start mixing and matching. I'm gonna start taking things to extremes.
I don't know, man. I feel
it's
like
just
some
it's
people
not a
do it
video
for
game, bro.
attention. Yeah, I feel that's
Yeah,
how I feel
that's
like some
how.
people do it for attention. Like it's like, oh,
So you don't
like
think it comes from boredom?
maybe not for everybody. I
Maybe
mean,
maybe a little
not for
bit for
everybody, but
certain
like
people,
I
but
feel like,
I don't
for
know.
example, a nigga like MGK, like Machine Gun Kelly. I think that like a nigga like him, that comes from boredom. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga like not Lil, I was ready to say Lil Cardi, but what's his name? Playboy Cardi,
Playboy
man.
Cardi.
Yo, like somebody like him, I feel like they feel like because they know like yeah, we got a Cardi following. Like there's some like little red fans out there, whatever. Like we can use this nigga and kind of create like a little bit of like an entertainment cult around him because his fan base is like that. Let's go ahead and throw him into this and get some niggas with paint on their face, and now we got a bunch of little jokers running around and all
Uh-huh.
that type of stuff. Like that's how I feel like they do with some of those people. Like it's really just like let's go ahead and generate some. Let's use this. Let's use him like because real shit. Like his music is terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Like it's terrible.
yeah,
That
yeah.
shit is god awful, yo.
Garbage.
For some reason, the
That shit is
But
fans of
garbage.
it's
him are like
yo.
it's really cult like. It's
I
It
honestly
is.
quite
and
crazy.
that's what I'm getting at. It's just like in that little baby voice joint, like that joint, like I don't know, that sounds a little demonic to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel uncomfortable when I listen to it. I'm like,
That shit
I'm
is childish, bro. Like I
Yeah,
I don't
can't,
know, like
I'm not a
I
fan.
can't sit through that shit. I can't sit
can't
through
do
that.
it, yo.
I can't.
That and dubstep are my least two favorite genres of music. I don't
And
that as in Playboy Card
Mm.
and
and that
granted,
and dubstep.
the boy
That's
getting
just I
money
can't.
or whatever. But I'm gonna ask y'all, man, like, do y'all think is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Like,
I
is it worth all that money
For
to
him,
be? I
again,
mean,
I truthfully believe that's who he is, and he's just reached a peak of like he's just trying something new. I truthfully believe that. I know y'all don't believe, but I'm saying I truthfully believe he's just bored and trying and moving on to new stuff. Once you create enough art and you've spent enough money on all the stuff that you had already wanted, you got to start making new ambitions. You as a human being aren't just gonna chill,
the
especially
way
when you got all that money.
I look at it is kind of similar to what you're saying, but like definitely once you get to that certain point, like you reach that not even, and this isn't just for like artists, like musical artists or anything like that, but once you get into that true like mainstream like area or point in time in your life, you catch like a mainstream like bug or whatever. So at this point, you damn near like a junkie or some shit. Like you trying to do whatever it is to get your, you know what I'm saying, like to
Back in
get a
it,
quick buzz or to
mm,
get your following back up or just so motherfuckers is talking about you again. Like at that point,
right.
you just scrambling, doing any and everything you can to get that attention that you were at one point in time that you probably aren't receiving now. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that shit is corny as hell, bro. Like that shit corny, bro. Like, but I mean, that's just how I look at it. That's how I perceive it. But
well,
I don't know, man. Yeah,
to
like I
each his
said, it
own, I
just
guess.
that's what I said. It's just like I look at Snoop, like guys like Snoop is the models, just the real OG guys. You know what I'm saying? Those tend to be the ones that never really,
They
falter,
don't
or
change who
fade.
they are.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They kind of stick to their roots because that's,
Hmm.
that's real shit. That's just, that's what they know. So except for
And
Cameron, I
yeah,
don't know. Cameron a weird
Oh
ass
yeah.
nigga. I don't know. I don't know about Cameron. I don't know about. I've been seeing some weird videos of Cameron lately. I don't know what's up with him. I guess he
well,
wasn't exactly paid in full.
yes.
Paid in full.
Oh, brother. And you want to speak on some real ones? I'd say one of the realest ones is definitely got to be Sir Russell Westbrook.
Have mercy, yo.
Going
Have
through it.
mercy. Yeah, I
But I
feel for
think,
any
yeah,
Lakers
this
fans,
is
man.
probably the roughest like year of his career from what I'm seeing. Like this is rough. This
Yeah,
this is
It's
a
yeah,
this is for all
I would
intents and
say so.
purposes a
it's
wreck.
damaging.
This is horrible.
Oh, very, very, very bad. I mean, you know, you just hear about the things he's saying in the media, yo, and just how he's reacting to losing all these games and his performance. He's taking no accountability at all. Yeah,
Honestly, I mean, let me just say this personally. Russell Westbrook is my favorite point guard, so I'm gonna just start there before I
of
start
course,
with the slander. But
of
I mean,
course.
honestly, when it comes to like just like you saying how he's reacting, it honestly looks like he's having this point of like a meltdown. And I say
Yeah.
that because like Russ Russ
I
is
don't get it.
Russ at the end of the day. Like let me just say like so Russ is Russ at the end of the day. Regardless of how he's playing now, he's played like this his entire career. Maybe the efficiency might not be there like how we expect it to be, but due to you being in such a on a team like the Lakers where you're always like in a spotlight, like it's different. It's different how you're viewed in the media as if you were playing for like Oklahoma or even Houston. Like that's not really that's not media heavy teams. So with how he is now, just like his name circling around the media, even how he said like, this affects his family. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what's being said is it's tough because
Yeah.
I mean I don't.
Yeah,
It's really as much as he wants to be better or wants to try to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because like he said, this is affecting his family. It's nothing you can really do besides change. You know what I'm saying? Just anything about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of you going on the media, these media outlets and saying like, I don't want you guys saying like Westbrook because that's disrespectful to my name. Niggas is gonna say it regardless, bro. You know what I'm
He
saying?
shouldn't have said
That's
that.
that's literally the one thing that niggas know as kids. If you say something to somebody like, "Don't call me this," niggas are gonna purposefully call you that now.
oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
definitely,
Like so,
definitely.
if you're saying that and expecting to not hear that shit at the next, away game, nigga, you are sadly mistaken. Niggas are gonna run that shit to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like
Especially in the playoffs.
you letting this you know what I'm saying, you're telling someone your weakness, you know what I'm saying, so now these people are just gonna exploit that and just make things a whole lot worse than what it was before you even said anything, you know what I'm saying, but
Yeah, I mean,
it,
it's
you know
just
what it is to do.
I
besides
don't know,
get out
man.
of besides get out of LA, it isn't really anything you can do
And
because
it's
his place,
truthfully a
the way he
shame.
plays, it's just sad.
It
It's
is a shame.
truthfully a shame and really sad. And also as well, I don't understand how anybody could take you to the point of death threats. Man, that's
Cause fans are
come
just
on, y'all.
OD, yo.
Yeah,
Fans is
Come on,
OD,
y'all.
man. Like, and you gotta understand, like, I'm talking to all the fans out there. Shut that shit up, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like for maybe like 4 hours, depending on how many games you watch,
mm-hmm.
a night. But for 4 hours or whatever, or even less, that's where your focus and your attention is on that team. Outside of that shit, you ain't thinking about them niggas. You know what I'm
No.
saying? If them niggas wasn't on TV, you would not be, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even be, it's just the masses, obviously, you know what I'm saying? All you see is the bad. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You see the DJ Michi video with the bricks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And all that type of
Mm.
shit. And then granted, them shits is hella funny. I can't
yeah,
lie. Like, I
shit
definitely,
funny.
yeah, funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is, I'm telling you, it is funniest thing in the world to hear somebody shoot a shot and hear actual like
Bricks.
construction dump trucks.
Construction brick, like that shit is wild though. That shit is
And
wild, bro.
that is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, I mean, it doesn't warrant you talking about somebody's family like that,
Yeah.
like
Not
outside of
even
it.
close.
Yeah, I mean, and granted, I don't think Russell Westbrook should have made any of these comments saying these things, with the questions and everything. But like he said, I mean, my family's good, that's what I care about, like at the end of the day, yeah, like leave that man's family alone. That's outside of basketball. Now Russell Westbrook, when it comes to, what I'm saying, these games, don't you dare sit up there and think that you are not able or shouldn't have to take these comments. That's literally
Yeah.
what the fuck you signed up for when you joined the NBA. When
Right.
you signed your life over, I mean, when you signed that contract, what I'm saying, to the NBA, what I'm saying, that is what you signed up to do, to take those and field those hard questions, take the criticism when you're playing bad, especially when you want to be one of the faces of the league, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, we talking about Russell Westbrook, like he is he's not ass. Like, what I'm saying?
No,
He's
I
a
mean
good
he's
player.
obviously a Hall of Famer. Like
I mean, look,
without a doubt, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
I got his averages right here. He, what I'm saying, 23 points, 7 rebounds, about 9 assists. That's career. That's really great. And he's played a good
Awesome.
amount of years. That's
Mhm.
awesome. It's damn near averaging triple double for a career. Damn
At
near.
his size as well. People gotta
at,
remember
at a
too.
point guard size, what I'm saying? Very athletic, you know what I mean? And obviously, leads is all-time leader in triple doubles, which is once again credit to his
Who'd have thought?
size, you know what I mean?
Who'd have thought
Yeah,
that had ever?
Uh,
Hey,
you know,
who'd have thought somebody would have ever did that?
a
two
point
Because
point
guard.
guards at
A
that.
that's
Two
point
what I'm
point
guard.
guards
saying.
at that.
That's
Two
what I'm
point guards
saying.
at that. That's really crazy. The 2 point guards is leading the NBA in all-time triple doubles. That's amazing. One of
Truthfully,
them under 6'5". But
Exactly.
yeah, but
He's doing that at a smaller size.
you know what I'm saying? But enough of the fluff. Um, you're playing terrible. You're playing like ass. You're letting the Lake show down. Lakers fans are, borderline, ready to end it over over these damn games. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, they've
they ready to burn the
yeah.
jerseys. LeBron, you made a terrible decision. This was a terribly crafted team. Team AARP. That was
Ended up being true.
Team Life
and,
ended
Alert.
up ended
and
up being true.
very true. Very, very true. Um, and LeBron, man. Oh man, what I'm saying? I mean, you the guy, but I just want to let you know, man, that dunk, that opportunity you passed up, man. I know how that feels, Lakers fans,
I was
because
gonna say that
once
looked like
upon a
somebody else.
time, once
That looked
upon a
like somebody
time,
else that I've
in
seen.
a game 7, in the Eastern Conference semifinals, what I'm saying, a number 2-5, was one to do that, but so I know how that feels and it looks, but yeah, Lakers got to get together. And once again, I mean, Russell Westbrook, man, you got to be able to answer those questions and take
Yeah.
field those questions. There's no excuse. You know what I
Again,
mean?
nothing justifies any kind of actual attack
Yeah, at
towards
all,
his family. But
at
in
all.
that same respect, looking at it from the opposite end, and again, nothing justifies doing that at all. But it's
Yeah,
still the fact, bro, you can't, bro, like that probably like that agitates people.
yeah,
Like that
Yeah,
definitely.
irks people. Like
yeah,
people not taking accountability
yeah.
for when like other people
Yeah,
can clearly see
When
it's
you
your
know,
fault in a
yeah,
situation. That agitates people, bro.
you're
Like,
the
yeah,
and
only
like
again,
you're the
that
only
has
person you're the only
like,
person who can't see your
come
fault.
on, like,
yeah,
sincerely, come
you
on,
have fans literally screaming at you,
Don't
"Don't
shoot.
shoot it,
shoot,
yeah, don't
no,
shoot it!" Like,
no.
like, yo, so I
It's
was like,
tough.
"What are you doing?" Like, I was like, "Yo,
At the
that is
home
scary.
arena,
That is scary, yo."
at the home arena,
Oh my
Cass
god.
is like, no, don't shoot.
Oh
Sheesh,
man.
That's got to
sheesh.
be a weird
Yeah.
feeling to hear that on the NBA level, like a crazy ass feeling.
Yeah, to hear,
You're
yeah, I'd
literally in
imagine
the
so.
NBA.
Yeah,
You in the NBA. This is the best you can get up here. You know what I'm saying? And niggas are telling you do not do. Niggas are telling you don't shoot. To shoot
Yeah,
the
you
ball, meaning you're trying to score. Niggas are telling you do not score. Don't.
yeah. You got fans in the
which is the point. That's
stands
the point of the game, which is to score more points than the other
trying to tell
team.
you how to
And
shoot it.
niggas
Yo, they
are telling
trying
you
to
no.
they trying to tell you
Pass
to
the
place
ball.
it.
And you still don't see nothing wrong with that.
You got niggas talking about, yo, put your fingers in the seams. Come on, yo, line it up. Like, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? It really come. I mean, it just seems like a real reactive defense system that he's trying to put up, bro. And that's just not it. like it seems like he's really trying to just like,
It's just
because I
not.
have a
That's
hard
not
time
gonna work.
truthfully believing he doesn't understand that he's fucking up on like the ultimate level right here for him to be
Yeah.
giving these responses. And so it's literally, and like I said, it agitates people because it's sarcastic. It's gotta be, because there's no way he doesn't even if he's like, you know, and I understand it's difficult playing, obviously. That, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a bad night, but a bad season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's just, yeah.
The part, no,
Playing
because the
under
part
pressure,
that
not a lot of people can do that, bro.
It's
what
every
makes
Not a
it
night.
lot, not a lot of
very
people can play up to those standards every night. You know.
what makes it very sad, Joe, is that this is your hometown, man.
Yeah.
You grew up here.
You
Yeah,
want
You grew up
that's
down the
you grew
street
truthfully the
up wanting to
saddest part.
play for this,
That's
dreaming
truthfully
to
the
play for
saddest
this
part.
organization.
dreaming for this moment.
And this is how you treat the fans when you get here, you know? You're playing along the stars. You're in the city of angels, man. When you in Los Angeles, yo, it's a different type of feeling. Even when you just a pedestrian, like, I swear, like, every time, you know what I'm saying, I ever went to LA, game I was like, oh my God, like, what is this? I felt different. No, I was like, for real, I was like, yo, I feel like I
The
can do
aura is
more.
just different.
Right. I stepped into the LA, I was like, fuck. I
Yeah,
feel like I can
breathing
do
different
more.
out there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the water tasted different. Like, it was actually sparkling. Everything. Like, it's just a different atmosphere, yo. So for you to come up there and with them OKC vibes, like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like, you hell no. You came here with them Tulsa, Oklahoma vibes. What the fuck?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna just leave this off on my devil's advocate note. Russ is still been the same Russ that we've always known. He just don't work in that system.
Yeah.
He just don't work in that system.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. No, that's
And I feel like it's definitely getting to him. Like, I mean, obviously he knows what niggas are saying, but like he literally doesn't know what to say because he
doesn't know what to do.
He's only known how to play the same way his whole career.
You know,
so it's
that,
like,
I think
nigga,
you just solved it right
this
there.
is all I got to offer. You know
I think
what
you
I'm
just
saying?
solved the case
played
right
like
there.
this.
That's
It
why
ain't
his
nothing I
answer
can
like
do.
that.
So he has, at this point, he has nothing. There's nothing he can do besides get defensive.
Listen, man. He is in his own little Ben Simmons situation. You know, that organization, that scheme is not the right fit for him. He needs to be with people like the Warriors.
Oh God, no.
KD and Kyrie. I'm talking about you just like he needs to be with people that are bona fide scorers where he's not being asked to take on the scoring load. You know what I mean? Like he can just do some ancillary shit because that's what he great at. He one of them little, you know, he like Pat Bev like times 10, you know, like he run around the floor and do everything for you. You know what I mean? But he don't need to be like taking on the scoring load. He don't need to be pulling up from deep, you know, at the end of the shot clock. Like you can have a KD or Kyrie do that. So, you know, Stephen Clay do that. You know what I mean? Even I could even see him. You know what I'm saying out there. Yeah, she's laughing for.
I don't know, bro. That shit just wild as hell. That Pat Bev and Russ in the same sentence comparing them, but my bad. Go ahead.
Oh man, they just two
Go
low
ahead,
ass.
bro.
They always going. They have their
Go ahead.
rivalry.
Yes, yeah, man.
Their little spats back
Yeah, they
and
did
forth.
have that. They definitely did. But no, that's what I'm saying though. Like he just, like you said, he's just not fit for that team. You know what I mean? But he's just not at the point. I mean, right now, especially getting older, he's not going to be, you know, one of the people you can build a team around. It ain't gonna happen, man.
That, I mean, plain and simply, rejection hurts, man. Rejection hurts, and not only does rejection hurt, but it's one thing to get rejected for being unqualified. It's another thing to get rejected for being unqualified, and you truthfully are giving everything that you've got the best way you know how to do it. You did your absolute best,
He's
and
really
it's just
doing exactly what he's been doing to the best of his ability.
This is everything, yeah. Because like you were talking about the bona fide scorers, AD and Bron should be able to score with the best of them, but their scoring styles make it hard for us to even be out there.
Paint is crowded.
Yeah, and then many more things. So, but we'll transition that over. You know what I'm saying? We'll go digital one more time. We'll go digital again, and we're gonna go ahead. And this one does. I mean, it's kind of related to gaming, but not really. The metaverse. The
Ooh,
world is
aka
transitioning.
That shit right around the
destruction,
corner, bro.
aka social destruction.
That shit's
The
right around the
beginning of
corner.
the end.
The
The
beginning of the
truth.
end.
The beginning of the end. Because
You
hey,
know
man, the
what?
metaverse is getting crazy.
You
A
know
lot
who
more
I
Yeah.
people.
blame? You know who I blame?
What was that?
I blame Sims. That fucking game that came out years ago. I blame the fucking Sims because
Oh,
niggas they
right.
wilding now
Damn,
with the
you're
fact
so
of how
right.
they want to do this. Like it's not. You can't. I don't know, bro. They really turned it to where you can buy property on a digital game. You
Yeah.
can buy land on a video game.
Real land
Land,
with real bucks.
land, acres on a video game.
That's insane.
Some shit you'll
And
never see physically.
no, well, no, never physically.
It's
And
crazy.
ironically, bringing it back to one of the starting topics as well, Snoop Dogg has his hand in the metaverse.
Yeah,
He's
he
bought
does.
a large lot of land
Uh,
inside of this universe. And that's like you said, it's property, like it's land, like it's
yeah,
acres. So you can put whatever virtual thing you want to put on that, and people can put, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I
VR it
don't
and
know,
just go
man.
into these places.
I don't
you
know,
know,
man. I don't know.
You
no,
could party, hey man, you could be at your crib partying with the actual Snoop Dogg. He's really playing with you, man.
we finna be living like what's that movie? The Matrix, real soon.
Oh, we're getting closer. Yeah.
Niggas finna be in like headsets. They finna synchronize with a laptop, and they in a whole nother world.
You know, I want
A
to
whole nother
actually
world.
raise up the thing that people say often, actually, as well. There's a theory that all this stuff is getting put into movies and TV shows, and the world is transitioning like this to take us out of the Matrix, actually. So that way you're not shocked when this shit actually starts happening and you're asking a bunch of questions because you already seen
Yeah.
it in the movies, you already seen it in the television, you got the metaverse. So now once you
Hmm.
come out the Matrix, you're not like, what is this? You're like, oh, this is the metaverse, and it's actually the real
Hmm.
universe. Hey,
I
just some
knew.
food for thought with that one.
I always knew there was something evil about Facebook, yo. I always knew. I always knew, yo. I always knew, man.
It's
Like
But I
somehow
mean,
every time I had logged in,
staying
man.
popping. It's staying
Cause
popping.
I don't, man. I'm scared of it, yo. I'm really scared. I'm really am, yo.
you
It's
know what's
gonna be,
crazy?
yo.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you because when it's created by a nigga with the name of Mark Zuckerberg, that's a diabolical ass name, right there, right there.
A
There's
last
there's
name like
no
that sounds like a villain,
you
no?
you gotta. There's no good from that. No good. You're
Yo,
born
like,
to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm.
It's really truthfully and honestly, even though I feel like this has obviously been kind of a thing throughout history where people are like, oh, this is the end whenever some kind of like
Yeah,
crazy inventive technology happens.
yeah,
But truthfully, when it comes this far, I actually legitimately am worried because there are things that we have now that weren't there then when people claim this. Like something
yeah.
plain and simply
yeah.
is VR. I mean, people are literally selling legs and ass of sex dolls. Just those two parts. They're not selling they're just selling
Oh, like cutouts.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And so with the VR, then cats got Instacart that they can just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, order to the crib, bro. People work from home remote. It's gonna be a lot of home bodies on like the utmost seriousness of a level. Like cats who
Yeah.
I don't really see, like if their real life really is tough for them for whatever reason, man, this is gonna be a really crazy escape, and it's gonna make
Like
things really hard on the
the
world.
the actual need for like real life person to person like
It's going away
human to
entirely.
human like interactions, that shit has decreased like rapidly, rapidly, bro.
I just named food, sex, and money all coming to you, and you don't even got to leave your house.
Me ain't gonna leave the house, bro.
You ain't even got to
Like
leave the crib.
like TV dinner, yo.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that shit is
I just want to
crazy.
let y'all, man. I just want to let y'all know, everybody out there, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Everybody that I interact with. If I text you and you don't reply, now I know I'm gonna know what you doing. I'm gonna know.
One
You in
of
that metaverse.
yeah,
You in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
metaverse getting wild, getting wild. I
yeah,
know.
getting
I
wild out
know.
there.
Yeah. Hey, bro, come outside. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out to Hershey. You know what I'm saying? We'll see
Mhm.
what it is. You know what I'm saying? With the night until like, nah, yo, I'm gonna just call it a night. You know, was a little tired.
Tired.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
a little tired. You know what I'm saying? Work was a little hard. Like, nigga, it's 7:30. Fuck you mean work? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you tired for? Like, yo, like, it's a Friday. Come on. You're like, nah,
Mhm.
man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to chill. You know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, yo. You know what I'm saying? And don't, God,
We
yo, don't let me
on to
pull up.
you.
Don't let me pull up to your house
Mhm.
and see that your forehead was sweating, yo. Like, nah, come on, yo. I'm
Why,
gonna know that you had that.
why you
I'm gonna know
sweating
that.
so hard?
I'm
You,
gonna know
you
you
didn't
had
even leave the
that.
house.
Yeah. I'm like,
I
yo,
know
is that
you
a?
was home all
Man,
day.
like
I'm like, yo,
you know, I
why
got your
you got a?
location right. You ain't go
Why you got
nowhere,
a
bro.
goggle imprint on your forehead, yo? What is that?
Everywhere on his face is tanned except for around the goggle.
Yeah,
Right, right, yo. Like, yo, you open the blinds, yo. Like, yo, come on,
it's
man.
crazy.
Nah, for
Hey,
real.
that's a real thing because people already get obsessed with video games as is. So once
Mhm.
it gets that like real, they're gonna have even less reason to leave it.
Yeah,
And it's gotta be more. It's gotta be purposeful.
That's
I
why
don't
the weed was
already
so
seen like
addicting, yo.
I don't know. I already seen like in Cali, like they got like actual fucking drones that like drive groceries to your house, like deliver groceries to your house, like all types of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Man, I
crazy.
remember that
Mm-hmm.
Domino commercial, yo, with the little joint that drive your pizza to you, yo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, I
See,
wish they had that shit out here. So then I was thinking, I was like, nah, cause niggas would probably rob that shit for real. Not gonna lie to you,
hey,
niggas would probably definitely get up in that.
nigga be getting a whole lot of free pizza,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, nah,
Whole lot of
niggas
free
definitely
pizza.
somehow, some way, somebody gonna hijack that joint.
I was gonna say all the machines
Yeah,
go missing.
yeah,
They
exactly.
just keep losing models.
Unless they start putting some, unless they put some tasers on the motherfuckers or
Yeah,
something.
they
Hey,
start transporting the work through that, yeah.
Got-
They start
they
right.
got
transporting the
they
work.
start putting the kill mode on these things.
Right,
Hey,
yeah,
yeah.
you see the joint drop by, you're like, oh, it's just pizza. Somebody just getting the pizza. That's nice. Whole
Shit.
time, it's keys of cocaine up in that joint, yo. You don't even know.
Nigga,
It's keys.
gas
Hey
getting
man,
in
hey man,
higher,
you
nigga.
airing the
That
plan
might
out,
not
man.
be a
You
bad
airing they
idea.
plan.
Hey,
You
feel
airing they
me?
plan out. They already on
Hey,
it.
hey,
They
feel
they
me?
millions up right now. You know what I'm saying? That was their first thought. That was the plan when they
Hey,
made them things. It's like, hey,
hey.
we gonna kill them with this one. Wait till we put these.
Right. He was like, these ain't jalapenos,
Yeah.
nigga.
And
It's a
why they
different type
at
of
it too?
spice.
Why they at that too? Oh, same thing with all them animals that be popping up over the course of these years too. This is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
The government's probably up in there. Oh, we gonna kill them with this in 2026. Wait till this bird come out, bro. We gonna be flying on
They're
these.
gonna be like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
shit. Wait until we give Komodo dragons fucking wings. Them motherfuckers
Right.
gonna be
I
flying
was
for
gonna
real.
say we got two
Man,
here.
no.
Wait till they breed a
No.
couple more and we letting them out into the world. And
Hell
it's like,
no.
where
Hell
did these
no.
Yeah.
things keep coming from?
They be splicing animals every other week, man. Making some new shit.
Man, nah. I'll tell you, man, the social life is gonna be gone with this metaverse, yo. Like, ain't no more friends, yo. Friends is gonna be
One of the
long gone.
one of the last true places is the barbershop.
Yeah.
That's one of the last
That will
places.
never change.
Yeah,
Never
cat
change.
cat.
Yeah,
No, even if
that
cats is
joint
in their
grow up,
crib
yo.
for a
Yep.
while,
That's
they're
it.
still going to want to go out and get that done.
I wish
Just because.
somebody would. I wish a nigga would say, "Hey, you trying to go get a cut on the metaverse?" Nigga, what? The fuck are you talking about, bro? Nigga, my shit look bad in real life. Why the fuck you think I'm gonna go do that?
Well,
Yo,
go ahead, Jamie.
nah. I was just about to say for real, man. Like, barbershop, yo. That's every man. That's literally where every man, you know what I'm saying, becomes a man. Like, there is no you without the barbershop, yo, at all. There is no you.
All
You
right.
know what I'm saying? That first haircut, I'm my first time, man. I remember when they lined my shit up just right. Like they grabbed my head, turned me to the side like this. They looked at my shit and they was like, "Damn, this shit is fucked up." But we got him, though. We got him. So we got him. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I felt a whole new sense. That I felt like I really blossomed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it built
like
character.
yeah,
Bro,
like
it really is
yeah.
a life change. It really is a life changing experience when it comes to that. It truthfully is, and it's funny you say that because my experience with that is a little bit more unique than others, and maybe you guys know some people in your own individual lives outside of me like this as well. I started growing dreads very quickly, like out of youth. I didn't really wait very long before I started getting dreads. So I say that to say I went straight
I
from
remember
my
that day.
dad cutting my hair to dreads. Like
I
I didn't.
remember
There
that
was
day.
not really. Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that day
okay.
too. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Quinn had me rolling, yo.
Oh
Quinn had
yeah.
me
Oh yeah.
rolling, yo.
When I say I couldn't wait,
Yeah,
I started dreads and my hair was about this long.
yeah.
I said, you know what?
I'm
I
telling
think
you,
this is
yo.
long enough, and
Yo,
I went ahead and got them joints in.
I'm gonna tell you right now, yo. I don't want nobody else tell you different. I started the burnt Cheetos joke, yo. When I saw
Oh
Quinn, that was the
god.
first thing I said. Oh hell no, yo, that shit look like burnt Cheetos. You know what I'm saying, yo?
Everybody had
It
a wearing
was.
That,
phase,
Oh
man.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Hey, some was
it was
better than other,
crazy,
but I
yo.
started with my
Mhm.
joint so small. I've heard every single one of the jokes from then over the course of those years. That, along with many other situations, starting in middle school's character building, skin
Yeah.
thickening.
Yeah,
But when I talk about the back to the barbershop, the reason I say it's unique is because when I got the dreads, I didn't have the same undercut I do now. And
Mm.
yeah,
I didn't have a facial hair like this either.
yeah.
So I didn't get my first haircut until I was probably like 18 or 19.
Oh wow.
Right.
I never had a haircut before that. I just had dreads. But then at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm out of high school now. Uh, let's try something new. So I got the
Hmm.
little undercut to my dreads as well. And I did not know. A fun fact for those who did, which I'm sure a lot of people don't know, you can keep your dreads to get sewn back in later.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did not know that. Got
Yeah.
up
I
the
know
chair
that.
and I was like,
I
all
ain't
right,
know
man,
that.
thanks. About to hand him the money. He was like, hey, you want these? And like had a handful of my hair. And I was like,
I heard just
do
shit
I
like
want them?
licorice.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm like, do I want them? He was
Hmm.
like, yeah. So a lot of people regret it, man. You can go ahead and get them sold back in. I was, thanks. But
Did you keep them?
Nah.
yeah, for a little bit, but
Okay.
I didn't actually get them sewn back in. God knows where those are, and so
What you
whoever.
mean God knows what it was? What the hell? Where the hell are they? Why are they
Well,
just in
hey
limbo? What
man,
the hell? What you mean, A man? Ain't no A man. No, where they at? Where they at? Nigga, that's hair. That's
you know
yeah.
what?
That
I'm not
joint.
gonna lie to you. I'm treating it like the One Piece. Somebody's gonna have to go ahead and wait till my
Man,
deathbed to find out the location of that. Man, I'm treating it like the One Piece.
it's a 67-year-old Caucasian man with dreads in his head right now, walking
Going
around
crazy.
going crazy.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I can
that
see
was
that.
like I said, that was the first time I got a haircut ever. And like you said as well, it really does build you up because after that, at least for guys, that's essentially our makeup, pretty much. That joint have you coming out there like,
Change
Oh
oh,
hell
man.
yeah.
okay,
Hell
Change
yeah.
man.
okay.
Change
That's
That's
man.
what
like
I'm
the
saying.
rare time a
Yeah.
guy truthfully feels like
What?
exuberant over his
Yeah, you
feelings. You can always feel
Oh,
confident,
tell
but
you,
feel
yo.
like when you
lighter,
get the
Oh, what?
cut, your head don't even, bro. Your chin
That
don't
yo.
even touch your neck when you get the haircut, bro. You
Yo,
every
every time a nigga get a haircut, yo, he just gotta go a nigga gotta go everywhere, yo.
everywhere, man.
But
Everywhere. You can go
Javen, he
everywhere
don't
but
take
going
pictures
home.
all year. He don't
Everywhere
take
but
pictures.
going home.
Bro, he
No.
don't take
You know what I'm
pictures
saying?
at all
Hey,
ever outside.
niggas go
All
to
of a
the
sudden,
most random places for just any
yo.
little thing. Like I'm going to buy straws from Starbucks just because. You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying. Yo, he's
I'm
like,
going
yo,
to Target for plastic bags,
and
like
you in a car driving.
the
He like,
shopping bags. You know what I'm
he like,
saying?
yeah, you know what? I do gotta go to Lowe's. Yeah, I do gotta go to Lowe's. I can take
So,
a look and see
Right,
that.
right.
did
It's
Lowe's
like,
update their section? I haven't checked it
right.
in a little while. Let me
That's,
let me go ahead and
the
see what
girl
they got in there.
girl call you like, yo, wait, like where you at? Where you at? It was like, yo, I'm at
Yeah.
Lowe's. It was like, why are you in Lowe's? It was like, I'm just looking at some stuff. Nigga, we live in an apartment. What are you in Lowe's for? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like
Niggas,
it's cool,
niggas
chill. Like, we
start
looking
being
at,
like,
like, yeah,
hmm.
like I'm looking at
I wonder,
command
I wonder
strips.
what
Like,
Best Buy got going on in there. Let me go in there.
See if they got any deals. Go and
right,
you just start speaking to people.
Right.
right.
And for some reason, cats always be speaking to them with the side profile. Like they They just always like, hey, so is what y'all got in here just so they can show it off?
Right.
You gotta show the whole.
You got the whole thing right around there.
Niggas damn near doing 360 so they can see you at the back page.
Right. You said where? It's an aisle where? Oh, you said 3. It's an aisle 3. Oh, okay. Right over there, right?
Right.
Right over there, right? Like, yo, come on, yo. Go everywhere. You look at it, you be like, yeah, I guess I am a little hungry. Like, I am a little hungry. Nigga, you just ate. Like, you just left the house. You just ate. You had a full breakfast. What
you talking to somebody, they ain't notice you cut. You like, shit,
right.
Man, you
right.
Get to the fast food joint, you're like, hey man, you know what? I'm going through the drive-through here every single time. Let me go ahead and walk in this. Let me go ahead and walk in and see what they got going on. Yeah, I'm going through the drive-through every single time.
Because you know, automatically, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever you wore to the barbershop is automatically fresh now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like all the colors just pop out. Like you had on the dingiest shit.
Vibrant. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And it all stems from the hairline. It's really a crazy thing. It's really crazy. It all just stems from the hairline. It's really wild.
How important structure is. Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Just a line and nigga confidence go out the roof.
That's it. That's it. Just that. But like you said as well, Jamie, it's where you see a lot, man. I've never seen so many designer clothes for so cheap in my life outside of going to a barbershop.
Man, yo, tell you, man, yo, my barbershop, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know, man. Yeah.
Hey, the barbershop be the damn, it be the mall, it be the food court, it be the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? All in one. It be GameStop.
I was just about to say they be having the games in there.
Everything you need. I remember when that movie when Fruitvale Station came out with Michael B. Jordan came out.
Man, I was so sad.
I saw that shit like 2 weeks before the movie was in the movie theaters. No bullshit. I started seeing the trailers. I'm
hustle. Hustle man coming
in. I seen that shit already. What y'all niggas
hustle man in that bitch. Right.
The hustle woman, Dave, and the hustle woman now.
Hustle woman, man.
She in there now going crazy.
Man, yo, it's so crazy, man. Because we had this guy, yo, we call him Fat Man, yo. And he'd come through with the boxes all the time. I'm selling the fake Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Selling the fake Louis, the fake Fendi. Like, nigga, like, come on, yo. How you going how you gonna sell the Fendi, yo, and one F, you know what I'm saying? One F is backwards. Like them joints is back to back like Lethal Weapon, yo. You know Fendi, the Fendi side ain't like that, yo.
David, what? Bro, I'm walking in there. So you're telling me this Gucci bomber is $25.99.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
I'm
nigga said don't forget the text.
Right.
Okay. And then somehow they accept every form of payment. Like it's truthfully a hustler right there. You got a card, got the little joint for the phone. You Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, cash. You need change, got the little joint on their hip.
It get down to the point where shit, nigga. I even take some stamps, nigga. What you got? I take it all, bro.
Hey, bro, we could just trade. We could just exchange. We could just barter. I'll give you the jacket for give me your jacket for that. What's it called? What you got right there?
Listen, go ahead and get up out the chair. Let me go ahead and get your cut. Let me get your cut. What he getting?
Let me get your spot. You pay for it. I'll give you the jacket.
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy because I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely got roped into buying it one time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I almost wore that. I almost wore that shit too, yeah.
Bro, sometimes, bro, it really be. Bro, I respect their hustle honestly because they're praying, man. Hey,
yo, feel me? Because listen,
I respect it, man.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was, yo. I think I still got that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might use it as like, you know, like something to like wash the car with, yo, or whatever. But like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, yo.
Something minor, so they don't really peep it out. Something minor, so they don't really peep it out.
You gotta be able to move it fast.
It was a navy blue.
But niggas can't see the logo.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a navy blue Gucci shirt, yo. Feel me? And it had like the Gucci letters was in different colors, yeah. And I was like, yo, I was like, feel me? I was like, feel me? I'm gonna just let niggas know because it was like green, white, and red. I was like, yo, feel me? Gucci Italia, yo. I'm gonna just let niggas know this the Italian shit, yo. Like, yo, feel me? You can only get this. I'm gonna say you can only get this out wrong, nigga. Like, that's what I'm saying.
That shit
Nigga,
overseas,
so,
nigga.
it's a 101, nigga. Like, ain't nobody else got this shit. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, this shit is cotton, though. I don't know. Like, niggas might not.
After the third wear, it start fizzing up.
Yeah.
Start getting them.
I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yo, this shit getting fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching that shit with my covers, yo. Like, the cover shit coming off the covers. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, nah, this ain't that material.
No, the G's starting to. Oh man,
the G done peeled off.
Feel me? That was back in the day, though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that shit no more. Man.
It's truthfully because man, I respect the hustle just because it's like, it's like, bro, if they're trying to like sell you something so cheap that it's almost like you feel bad not taking it, even if you know it's not like to the what you need. It's just on such a cheap price that it's like, man, sometimes because they really sell stuff that's like thousands of dollars for like under under $100, bro.
So like
it's crazy.
Sometimes you gotta look at it at this situation like just as bad as you might think it is for a nigga like to even offer to sell you some fake shit on purpose. You gotta think how much integrity it takes to walk from nigga to nigga or female to female, knowing your shit fake, selling it, and getting turned down like back to back to back to back. You know how much character development that is, bro.
Because them niggas be selling.
Them niggas
like
don't
real.
They
be wearing the same. Like yo, they wearing the shit that they trying to sell you. They be like, yo, look at me, I'm fresh, right? It look good on me.
Hell no.
Imagine what it like on you. It's like, and you ready to get the haircut? Imagine, nigga, this is you. Like this all you.
Hey,
perfect. Yo, he took the shit off.
Nigga,
like,
hold it up like, look, this shit match your shoes, ain't it? No, nigga, that shit don't match my shoes, bro. I don't want that.
Yo, and then the fact that the niggas had to know, yo, niggas always got the cards, yo. They always got the cards to hand out, like, man, fuck it, yo. Well, feel me? Here's my cards, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's my Instagram and so, my Twitter, whatever, Facebook. Go ahead and, browse through my catalog. Like, nigga, the catalog is the box. Like, this is all you got, right?
You
like,
bought your catalog right here.
I see it.
This is inventory. You bought it.
I'm about to say Fui Baton, you know what I'm saying? Poochie, I see all that, nigga. Like
then they hit
all
you
the fake shit.
I get a new I get some new shit in next week. Next week? Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this abundance of designer from, bro? I need to know.
Just like the gaming, man, we need to do some background research because I too wonder where you were getting this fake apparel in mass. Like you're really like you got a lot of it
in bulk,
and you're just trying to okay. But I will assume for what they're charging for it, hey man, them people overseas, my eyes are on you. Because ain't no way they could charge $25 for this and make a profit. I'm watching you.
Yeah, I was saying, man. He said I got this shit for 65 cents.
You're looking at the source, huh?
And they know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Nigga said you on to him, huh?
I will say this though, man, about the barbershop, man. It is definitely like the holy grail of information, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of
key information. A lot of game, man. A lot of game. Like you learn how to come up. You learn how to move, yo. You learn how to stick and move.
That's where you get your stripes at, man. That's where you get your stain. Everything you need is at the shop.
Really,
you need.
Really. Especially when he was the barber that I had before I moved, and also not only before I moved, again, unique to my situation, although I'm sure it's obviously happened to a bunch of people, but maybe you guys may know. Rest in peace to Marcus.
Oh yeah, rest in peace. Big rest in peace to Marcus, man.
And he was spitting game, and that's just one of those things. In all sincerity, it's truthfully just one of those things you really just don't expect. Like a death is usually unexpected unless the person's like really sick. But on top of the fact that your barber, Like,
I mean,
well,
barber's your
damn.
therapist, yo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well,
Yeah.
damn, the barber. Like, what?
Barber's your
That's
therapist, your best friend. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? Like, telling you, yo, like, barber
he
do
was a
everything
cool,
for me,
really,
man.
really cool man. Really cool man. Like you were talking about, man. Learned a lot of game from the cats who've been doing it for a long time.
For real, man. And me personally, like, me, yo, like, my barber, it's funny come up because, you know, my barber's my cousin. So it's like, I know what he's trying to tell me, like, because like, it be times, like, I come in there, and then he'd just be like, yo, go ahead and close that door, yeah. I'd be like, oh, shit, he ready to say some real shit to me. Like, hold up, bro. Like, let me take my AirPods off, like, yo, because he'd say, he look at me, he be like, go ahead and close that door, yo. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm
Shit
like,
finna get
fuck.
real.
I'm like, fuck, what did I do? I'm like, God damn it, yeah. But now, bro, on some real shit though, like, yeah, because it's just like he a drawback on some experience. My barber's a very experienced person. Like, he just been through so many things in his life, and he'd tell me just like, yo, like, this is how you gotta do this. This is how you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? You move like this. You think of like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you progress and shit like that. And it's always good to hear those type of things, especially when you get older, man, too. Cause like you really
Yeah.
start when you a kid, you know, you just kind of in the
Shit just
barbershop.
go in one ear, go out the other when you're a kid.
Yeah, and then even then it's like you in the barbershop, it's just kind of like you really focus on trying to really get fresh. Like you a kid, like,
Yeah.
that's really like, oh man, I'm sorry, I just can't take the packs anymore, man. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
get this haircut. Like, please, I can't go back to school another day without this shit freshed up, yeah. Like, but when you get older, it's more so like, all right, now I'm decompressing, yo. Like, I'm trying to get the game, I'm trying to figure out what's happening now. Like, really, so like for me, because I really don't be around it no more. Like that joint is my ear to the streets. Like, every time I go to the barber shop, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yo, what's going on with this and that, yo? Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? What happened to yo? Like, what he doing? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's just like my way of catching up and just kind of being like, yeah, like it's cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
Yeah,
Everything go through the shop.
I
Everything. Everything
everything,
in the hood go through the shop, bro.
everything go through the
yeah,
shop, man.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In all sincerity, I truthfully just like not even just entertainment wise. I'm thinking of just in the fact, like you were talking about, what you're going there for, James. For me personally, obviously, I gotta get the cut. But beyond that, the true thing that I really enjoy about it is honestly the environment. It's one of the most like because I'm not even a super social person, and like I said, I don't have much to cut. It's not like I have a full, I cut my whole head of hair anyway. So that being the case, I don't go there too often, and when I do go there, it's a quick in and out. So and I'm not a super social person. So generally, me and the barber, whomever it may be, don't talk all the time. Again, depending on who it may be. But when you just listen and look, I'm an observant person. It's really a beautiful thing to see
Yeah.
because one, it's
Yeah,
all generally, and again, even if it wasn't, that's not a negative thing. But for Black people, it's really important, I think, to see all Black people for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very calming thing. And then on top of that as well, it's one of the more peaceful places as well. Out to the outside, obviously,
yeah,
if people are ragging on each other, it may not seem peaceful, but it's
Mm-hmm.
peaceful. It's peaceful. And on top of that as well, half the employees that I always have seen at barbershops are literally kids. It's not even like adult, like
Really?
kids. Yeah. And the reason I say that, I'm talking about outside of the barbers. There are some young barbers, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about like people, sweeping hair and stuff like that. Like
Oh
they're
yeah,
getting,
yeah.
what I'm
That's
saying? They're
all. Yeah,
getting,
it's always
yeah.
a young nigga like sweeping or like doing stuff like that. That's always
Yeah,
around.
exactly. Learning how to go ahead and get involved with that kind of thing. And I know I'm sure
man.
they're getting paid at least a little bit, even if it's just, a little something under the table. Like, yeah, that's what's up, man. That's
I had
really
this,
a dope thing to see. A sense of
I got
community
this.
like that.
I got this story. You know what? That's literally the perfect way, about the segue. Because I had this story, man. You talk about community, man. And I was at a barbershop this one time, man, and this kid was in there. I never seen him in there before, and he was in there like you could tell he hadn't had his hair cut in a very long time, very very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he wasn't really from around, like really from around like the Baltimore area, nothing like that. You know what I mean? So, um, but we was talking to him. And he was talking to Ramon. That's my barber. That's my cousin. So he was talking to Ramon, and he was just asking them like all these questions, and they was like way worried, like ass, like out there questions, like shit, like Ramon, like how do you get a girl to kiss you, like shit like that, like so you could tell the type of time like this nigga was on, like he was really on that type, and he was genuinely trying to figure it out, like because
Oh,
like
he was like dead ass.
like he was dead, he was
Oh, okay,
dead
okay,
ass,
okay.
but
I was
and
gonna clown
he's
this nigga for a minute. Go ahead.
But feel me, and you know niggas was. It's a barbershop. You know
Yeah,
niggas was
yeah,
in there
yeah,
getting his
yeah.
ass. He was getting rolled on. I mean, he was getting rolled on. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was surprised he made it out there. I was surprised he made it out. I really was, yo. But so then he starts telling the story, like, cause so he moved over. So I used to go to church in Emerson Village, right, in West Baltimore. And so he starts saying, like, okay, like how he just moved over there, right? So then he starts telling the story like he was at the Shell gas station, and I'm familiar with the area, so I know where he's talking about. So he's at the Shell gas station, and he was trying to cop, something, right? And so he said he gets to that, he get over there, and then like multiple people start coming up and trying, get him to buy, right? And so he's like, but Bar, he don't know what to do, this, that, and the third. And so, then he gets to a point where he's talking about like, yeah, then they start jumping me. And I was like, well, what did they do to jump you? Because ain't no way that they just, what I'm saying, that they just did
Yeah,
that. Like, granted, I know some people are crazy like that,
yeah, but like you had to have
but I was like, you
done
had to have
something.
do something, right? And so he goes, oh yeah, but I mean, when the one guy, looked at me and called me a bitch, he said, well, I tried to roundhouse him. I said, you tried to what?
What, nigga?
That's such
Yo,
a that's such a
everybody,
bull. What the hell?
you got. I was like, first of all, I'm sitting here like, where the fuck was like you was just not gonna tell that part of the story? Like that was a very integral part of like of the story. Like
That you
you
tried to
should. I was
roundhouse
like,
kick
nigga, you should have
somebody?
led with that. Like that was the first thing you should have said. And I'm just like, yo, and I'm saying thinking like, yo, this nigga is really bold. Like he might be on some real shit. Like
That's wild
because
though.
Yeah, it
try to
is.
roundhouse
A roundhouse in
a
like
random
broad
person
daylight.
in
That's
the
that's
hood.
a that's a
Come on,
knockout
yo.
move for the
No, that
first.
shit crazy.
For
Come
the
on,
first
yo.
That
swing.
shit's
For the
crazy.
first
Yo.
swing, that's a
That
knockout
shit's
move he's
crazy,
trying.
bro.
Well, listen. So I asked him. I said, young
Wow.
man. I was like, yo, did you connect? He said, oh hell no. He said they grabbed. He said they. He said they. You feel me? It's funny shit ever. He said they grabbed my foot. They pushed my chest down. And started whooping my ass. That's exactly what he said. I was like, yo. I mean, feel me? I was like, yo. You gotta feel like you gotta understand, like you deserve that shit,
Yeah,
young.
bro.
Like that was you. Like you did that shit. And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, I know. I don't know how to, act in those situations. And I was just like, in summer barber, everybody around him was like, this is what you gotta do. This is how you gotta do that. Like, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. Man, I'm so glad that young man came into the barbershop that day. Yo, I imagine what he'd be. He probably still be getting his ass whooped, still be trying to
Yo,
roundhouse niggas at the
I've
Boy
Shell
thought,
gas
never,
station. Yeah,
bro,
I've
like,
never known somebody successfully land a fucking roundhouse
bro,
though.
boy thought he was Bruce Lee.
Do you know how much?
What?
You know how much preparation that actually takes to
From broad
perform a
day.
Bro,
maneuver like that?
what?
You know what I'm
Yo,
Not,
saying?
bro, not even just the prepare the speed you
The
gotta
speed you
move
gotta
your
do that shit,
legs because, bro,
like,
you're bringing that from the
cause
ground
niggas finna,
up. There ain't no way in hell somebody gonna let you kick them in
yo,
the face
yeah,
unless you move
bro.
that
yo.
leg hella
The shit that
fast.
had me in tears was just like, I'm just saying, thinking, I'm like, yo, shorty, like, there was five other niggas that was around you.
Bro,
Like,
he was gonna take them all out.
that's what I'm
Go
saying.
ahead.
Like,
We should
yo,
have
like, it's not even the fact that it was
just
that she
one
tried to
swoop.
do one.
What? What? I can't.
He trying to
I'm like,
connect.
Go
yeah.
That nigga try to connect on 5 chins right
I'm
there.
like, yo, how was you ready to do that, yo? Like, what was that ready to go down? Like, come on, yo, like you
That
not
was
thinking, yo,
terrible.
you
Took
not
one
thinking,
foot
man.
off the ground immediately, and then that was just kind of okay,
No, so real. I was
okay,
like, yo,
okay, yeah.
I was
Hey,
like, you lucky that's all they did to you, yo. Cause I mean, yo, that's
I
Baltimore,
almost
yo. Like, niggas might really try you next time you try that shit. Like, you might not be here.
I almost wonder if he's
Come on,
related
man.
to the survival skills nigga. I almost want to
Yo,
know if they're
gotta be,
related.
yo,
Like
gotta
I
be,
want to know, bro, because ain't no
One of his
way.
sons, one
gotta
of
One
his
of
be,
his
cousins
no, one of his like young disciples.
gotta be.
You know what I'm saying?
taught
Roundhouse,
him a long time ago.
roundhouse. You
That's
surrounded
the
by
Raza
five
al
niggas.
Ghul of the self
You
defense.
surrounded by five niggas.
Gotta be.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to swing first. I don't want you to run. I want you to roundhouse 5 chins right there, right there, right there.
Bro, and hang on,
It's a
you
tough
know what it
task.
is? Because in situations like that, I truthfully believe like he thought on some movie shit. Like truthfully, he probably like analyzed the
Nigga,
situation and was like,
nigga thought he was
okay, they're
Batman.
all lined up, go for it. It just couldn't get
Nigga,
there fast
nigga
enough.
was looking
That's
like,
damn.
They all around the same height, chins around the same area. Yeah, this shit gonna connect. No.
So he was on some goofy shit. Like you could just tell. Like
These
at some
niggas
point, like
honestly trying to get better.
at some point, yo,
It's
like
wild.
I was even questioning his story. I was like, yo, like, is this really true? Like, cause ain't no way, yo. Like, it's just how he was talking, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the way it turned out, you know what I'm saying? He was dead ass. He was like, no, I'm very serious. Like this really happened. You know what I'm saying? He showed me one of the scars, yo. I was like, yo, I was like, oh yeah, hell no, they whooped your ass. I thought that shit was for the haircut. They definitely fucked you up. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
man.
And you could tell he was scared to go back home because he was talking. Yo, I didn't even tell y'all this. This is why I'll say that for the end of the story. He already had his haircut before I came into the barbershop. Like he had been there all day. Like he didn't want to go home. Like that was, and I was like, understandably so,
Oh,
because
them
them niggas
niggas
probably
wasn't
waiting.
done.
I might say them niggas, yo, they waiting for you again at the show, yo. Like they wait, yeah, they waiting for you. You wasn't supposed to get away, yo. Like they coming back for you.
Oh man. Shout out that young man. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, man.
Hey, hope you
Shout
good,
out,
shorty.
shout out to the survival skills, nigga, man. Wherever you at, stop training niggas to stop. I don't know if he trained them. I highly doubt it, but stop, please. 'Cause niggas is really getting hurt out here.
Terrible,
For real, man.
terrible. And a big shout out to the viewers, those listening. A big shout out to those who just found us, and a big shout out to those who will find us. This is going all the way.
Big ups.
You've got my word. And on that, Inside Wolves, we are out.
For more Inside Wolf content, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that link tree in our bio to bring you to all our platforms. Let's get it.